Alright, so here we are just outside 15 miles of Sacramento International. Um, what's unique about the routing of this flight is that we weren't assigned to sit, but I am familiar that aircraft coming in from the north at Sacramento generally fly left traffic when coming from the south, so we'll be using heading select to steer ourselves around the 5 nautical mile fix I drew. So we just got below 10,000 feet. Go ahead and turn on the lights. Continuous lights are on. We already got the weather uplink for the airport. Expecting stiff headwinds, which translates to a slow ground speed, which translates to a late flare, so we don't float. So that's one thing to take into variable there. Everything's set programmed. We already got our VREF plugged in. We need to go ahead and update that since we got a little bit lighter. It computed a lower speed. So the plan here is to try to get off of either Alpha 10 or Alpha 8, take taxiway Yankee and Yankee 1 to our terminal. We're going to go ahead and get on heading select here right now since we are about to turn where we don't want to be. And we'll go ahead and speed enter VNAV. Actually, we'll go ahead and use vertical speed, and I'll steer the aircraft manually to the 5 nautical mile fix. Once we get a beam to our approach intersection waypoints, I might go ahead and double line select and redraw our VNAV path. Actually, that's what I will do, not might. But we want to get to a more better strategic position for lineup to do that. We don't want to just do it now. Alright, we're going to need a little bit of drag. We're getting above our 250 limit. Just a little bit of drag. Want to take it easy on the spoilers, don't want to get above flight to 10. And actually, if anything, we can lower our descent rate. That will actually help. And we'll hold at 4,000. I don't want to be at 3,000 feet that early. So we won't be taking any approach transitions, but as briefed, we will be 5 nautical miles a beam to the left of the runway. And we'll try to intersect Jarnu or Fabin or somewhere around that general area, wherever works out. Go ahead and close the spoilers. Keep them armed. Alright, there's the border of our 5 nautical mile fix. Go ahead and do the little cabin announcement. Tried and checked. See how much gas we've used. 737-800 for you, just about 3,600 right there. Not bad at all. We won't get that in an F-18. Alright, so we're straight and level at 4,000, maintaining 321 degrees, 240 indicated. We're about to start turning to the reciprocal heading of the runway once we get to the outer rim of our fix. And everything's already set and checked, so we won't have to do much except just make sure the aircraft is configured for final. Alright, so reciprocal heading. I believe that is 343 degrees. That looks about right. Let's take a look here. 168, so that's 348. Alright, so I'll go ahead and decelerate the aircraft to about 210 knots. That's appropriate for right now. We want to try to minimize our turning radius, though, allow for better lineup performance. And once we get outside the circle, I'll go ahead and begin or initiate a shallow descent to our intersection altitudes so we can line up with our nav. So, given that, we'll go ahead and get out the rest of the lights. One final recall that's checked, and we're all good to go. Spoilers armed. Alright, so we'll put it down to 1800 on the MCP. We'll slow it down to 200. I'll manually control the descent. About 1,900 will do for now. And give it a little bit of flap. Flaps 2 for now. We don't want too much drag. And we'll increase the descent right. Try to get the bar right on the intersections. And we'll continue to decelerate. Alright, so we'll go ahead and double line select now. We're at a pretty good position, and LNAV it. And we're not very far from our VNAV deviation, so we'll go ahead and VNAV it too, actually. But what I will do is continue to try to maintain a little bit of a higher speed. We don't need to be that slow at this point. Alright, so the aircraft is managing itself pretty well. 1800. We'll go ahead and set the MCP to field elevation, 50 feet programmed. So we'll just estimate that to 100. Once you get established, I'll go ahead and disengage speed intervene on VNAV, and actually I'll go ahead and disengage the autopilot right now and take care of that actually. So auto throttle, autopilot, yeah, my aircraft, 3168. Runway heading. Alright, my aircraft, here we go. Don't want to overshoot. Looks like we're going to overshoot just a little bit. Watch our bank. We're right at 30 degrees right now. That'll do us good. So 1800. I'll go ahead and bring out flaps 10. We should be getting visual on the runway. Right at our 12. There it is. Play with the trim a little bit as we turn into the horizontal component of our lift. Alright. So put the gear down, flap 25 it, well within our flap limit. Line up the needles. Manual braking will be aiming for our taxiways as briefed, and we'll get landing flaps out right now. Landing checklist is complete.
1,000 feet, stabilized, Mr. Birch, altitude set.
All right, here we go. Smooth stick inputs, just nice and smooth, not too much, not too little. Don't want to be erratic. Don't want to box the yoke, as I call it. That's what I see a lot of other pilots do. Stick movement is very disciplined. So we got the Pappies visual.
500.
entirely visual now. No runway obstacles to take into account.
300.
Don't want to be too shallow. Alright, start bringing it down now. 30 feet at the piano bars.
200.
30 feet.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Reversers out. Let that nose come down.
80 knots.
There's 60. Cut the reverse. Alright. And welcome to Sacramento. Landing was a little firm, but we were aiming for the touchdown zone to make our taxiway, so it's all good. Alright, flaps up. Go ahead and clean up the aircraft. Alright, spoiler closed. TA. Take care of the lights. Won't start the APU just now. We're still a little bit far from the terminal. Thanks for watching. I hope you watch again.